Hello and welcome to Regular Features. My name's John Blythe and everyone calls me Log except you. That's Steve Hogarty. He just done a burp.
Hello. Hello, I'm Gav. I'm not doing a burp, and you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, he's a timid one.
I'm called Matt, and I'm not going to do a burp either, but some people call me Matt Lees.
Could you edit out the 3-second silence before I burp, because I was really straining to burp during those 3 seconds.
That's going to make it really odd, because we're not going to edit this bit out, but there won't be a gap.
Leave the gap in.
No, I
But my request to edit.
But then this bit'll make no sense.
Something will happen.
Regular Features.
That's where the jingle goes.
That's the jingle goes. Regular Features. And now clap.
Anyway, shall I start my first feature? Well, before I start, I'm just going to start my feature. But before, I think Gavin's just got something he wants to apologise about. I noticed you dropped your letter on the floor.
What is it, Gav? What have you done now?
I don't know.
Yeah, Gav's written a letter of apology that he just wants to read out before we start.
Dear Matt, I apologise. Last week you went on holiday for a week. A well-deserved break for such a brutally overworked and devastatingly sexy man like yourself. Whilst you were gone, it was my responsibility to edit and upload episode 5 of Regular Features, a task that I failed to complete, despite having full access to computer technology, fingers, and apparently wide variety of media editing skills. I've let you down both personally and professionally, and could do nothing to make things right, other than say sorry 5 times. Sorry. As soon as you left, everything fell apart, and I failed to pick up the pieces. It's entirely my fault, and I take full responsibility. Obviously, it wouldn't have been fair to expect anyone else to pick up such a weighty mantle. Steve's problematic brain jazz leaves him incapable to daily functions, and Log's dainty hands aren't fit for such a job.
They are like chopsticks.
I've let you down, I've let Regular Features down, and I've let the readers down. Most of all, though, I've let you down. Yours sincerely, Magic Gav. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Sometimes,
thank you very much.
Sometimes sorry 5 times isn't enough.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't sound very sincere, but I appreciate that you've made the effort to apologise.
Do you remember in episode 2, Gav? Episode 2. Such a long time ago, but it was you that fucked that up as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You prick.
Yeah. That's my thing. It's my thing. I'm the kooky one that breaks everything.
But yeah, apology accepted, Gav.
It's going to be fine once.
Thank you for writing that.
I mean, once Gav eventually has like a funny feature to add, he's going to redeem himself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that might happen soon.
There's a lot of riding on this one.
One day.
Episode 6, the difficult episode.
I didn't know this is going to be like this.
But anyway, as you mentioned, yeah, I was on holiday last week, and whilst I was away, I wrote everyone on the team some lovely postcards. Have you got all your postcards with you?
I brought mine in.
Oh, fantastic! Well, I thought rather than me talking about being on holiday, you could each read the postcards.
I've got the postcard, which is a picture of your nipple.
Yeah.
In like extreme close-up, so it resembles a
I had to
Martian
get that
landscape.
made. You know, you can get them made on the fly. It's very expensive. It cost me €20 for that.
An electron microscope, I believe.
Yep.
My favourite kind of postcard is the postcard which is just a pair of tits on a black background saying Portugal by night.
That's why I got you that one.
I know. I don't know.
I like the ones where it's like a picture of a really hot woman that says, "Wish you were her." Ooh.
Oh, yeah, they're
It's
good.
funny and it makes you think.
Yeah.
What about
About
tits?
the tits.
You could have a picture of Cher and say, "Wish you were Cher."
That's once "Wish You Were Her" becomes so common that you can use it as a springboard for adding one letter. Then yes, the "Wish You Were Cher" card.
You know, this is from a man that thinks that thinking about tits constitutes as thinking.
Matt's postcard to me reads, "Hello, Steve. It's great to hear you'd like it. Portugal is like a great big Nando's, except there's fish as well as chicken, and instead of free drinks refills, you get a big thing called the sea that you can swim in instead. If you like salt, you'll love Portugal, and I know that you like salt because I've seen you eating it. See you soon." I stuck it on my
really
fridge
nice.
I hope you. I'm glad you like that.
with a fridge magnet that says it's a whale on a weighing scales saying "Another day, another diet."
Diet. And this one, I didn't make this up. This is Garfield.
Right?
Diet is just die with a T.
Oh, Garfield.
Oh, guys.
Garfield.
Oh, guys. What did yours one say, Gav? I can't remember. I have no memory.
Mine was really, really nice, actually. Hello, Gavin. I am having a lovely time in Portugal and hope that you are having a great time putting last week's episode of the podcast online while I am away. Today we went to a town, and I ate an ice cream and went on a boat to the sea. My legs are brown. C, X you on the flip side. So sex you on the flip side.
Yeah. And sexing on the flip side, of course, is... does anyone know what that's called?
No.
What? Arse?
No. I forgot what the name is.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
Sexy on the flip side.
Sex you on the flip side.
What is it supposed to sound like?
See you on the flip side?
Yeah.
What's the flip side?
Bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sex you on the bum.
He wants to sex me on the bum.
Yeah,
yeah,
actually,
I get that's where it went, but I was just trying to work
Actually,
out
can I
where
have that back?
the-
I'll just edit
the
that.
origin of it was.
Also,
Just cross the X
best
out.
thing is, he doesn't
He
say
didn't-
who he's from, so when I got this, I was like, I forgot you'd been on holidays, and then they said, I hope you're doing it. I was in my house going, I need to get that podcast up online, someone else knows.
Somebody knows.
Someone really, really likes the podcast and got hold of my address.
We did. We got quite a lot of abuse. I like the fact that we've only got about 50 readers or something, but it seems like they're all quite abusive. If you don't, if you don't get it on a weekly
have to
basis, they're
stand
like, where's
what's-
my fucking regular features?
My
Stand what's-
favourite, my favourite reader, I think.
Sorry, we're such a vital part of so many people's lives.
Are we all aware we're saying readers? Have I missed something?
Yeah, Gav, that's the in joke.
All right.
Oh, we've got to find a new in-joke now. He's thrown the ugly spotlight of mention on it.
Jesus. We can edit it out.
Yeah, edit that out. Sorry. I wasn't in on this in joke.
One of them really just likes me and Log, and whenever
Nate DD.
whenever
He sounds like a
whenever he
fucking
praises
prick.
it, just through not mentioning Gav or Matt, he's just insulting them in a really passive aggressive way.
In a way that I really like.
I didn't realise this. I didn't realise we had
Well, he only adds me and Steve. You
It's
two.
like another brilliant podcast with Stephen Log.
I hate this guy.
Well, me and
know
Gavin
what's
are going to form a splinter group, and we're going to get our own fans of
We're better now.
people who are partially Welsh.
What, you're going to go around all the fucking idiot houses in the country and ply your twat
Well,
wares?
I wish I'd never sent you that lovely postcard.
Oh, the one I'm going to read now. Hello, Log. I'm on the beach. A lady just walked past with all of her bits out, and then we had a drink and ate some chips. The weather here is lovely, and everyone is from Essex and is orange and hardly has any teeth. Is any of this true?
Yeah, it's all entirely true. Everything I've written in those postcards.
Oh.
It was horrifying. Those people from Essex were terrifying. I think they were expats. They all had strange tattoos that didn't make sense, orange skin and missing teeth. And I was horrified as a human to just be near them.
What kind of tattoos?
Well, actually, there was a really fat bird, right?
Fat fucking woman.
Not only is she a woman, she's a fat woman.
Hey, come on.
Two things that I hate.
Right, so there's this fat bird, and all right, that's not bad in itself, but there was a bleach blonde straw hair, not great. But it was she had this tattoo just below her neck, like not in a sexy place, on the neck. Sure enough, that's quite nice.
I
But it was
find
kind of like-
tattoos on the neck quite sexy.
It was under the neck. It was under the neck.
Between the
What was it,
shoulder
just-
blades.
Was it just poking up from over a t-shirt or
Was
something?
it like a face poking up over
That would have been good.
I'm a tattoo.
No, what it was it was a star, right? And you know when you're a kid and you start drawing, right? And I used to like drawing as a kid, but when you start off, stars are always something you struggle with because you do the top bit and it's a perfect triangle. You do the side lines and they're both completely straight, so you've got the nice angle. Then you do the next lines and everything's fine. All the parts of the star are exactly the same shape. But
Actually,
then
can I just... Clarification, please.
Yeah.
How many points has this star got?
5.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then
This
you
is
go
not
down...
Star of David.
No, exactly, because that was the easiest one to draw. That's the one I drew for a lot of
Yeah,
time.
I know, that's
and
easy.
because my name's Jonathan, which is Jewish for gift from the gods, people assumed I was a massive yid.
Well, it's not a Jewish star. It's just a normal star. But you know, but you know when you're drawing a star, right? And
He's saying the 6-pointed Star of David is not a normal star.
not in my book, no. A star has 5 things. It's like a shape. It's like a square has 4, a circle has none, a triangle has 3, a star has 5. Right, we've got that clear.
What about discount stars that have like 12 to 15 points
I don't have a phone. I don't.
and fluorescent green?
I'm stuck on bits of cheap food. I don't know. Anyway, basically, you're drawing a star, you get to the bit at the bottom, right? And then you draw the 4th thing on the star, and then you think, fuck, and you realise you've left, like, not enough space to finish it. And so you end up having this star that all 4 of the points are exactly the same width, but then the last one's this really slim one because you ran out of space and you had to just go...
The top point goes like that into a little witch's pointy hat.
Yeah.
But the witch's shoulders are perfectly level.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got that far, right?
No, we're past that bit.
Well, then you turn the paper round, then you make the little hat and then draw...
Well, that's the...
You can't turn a person around if you're tattooing. I'm just going to move you around here.
Put her on a spinning Jenny. No, a lazy Susan.
Oh, we are talking about a woman.
No, this isn't like what I do now. I'm not asking for tips on how to draw stars now. I'm perfectly capable
On a woman's neck.
of drawing stars now.
If I want to see a star, I want to see it on a fucking
What I'm
woman's
saying
neck.
is,
I'm just saying.
when I was about 8, I struggled with geometry, and I'd end up running out of space, and I'd have this star with this very wonky, thin, final arm of the star that just made it look like shit. And the problem was she had this tattooed onto her neck. So it was like somebody started the star and then got to the last bit and gone, oh, fuck, I've run out of space. It's like when you're writing a word across a piece of paper and you realise you run out of space and have to, like, squeeze the last 3 letters on.
Yeah.
It was like that in a fucking tattoo. It's like, that's permanently in your body.
Maybe it was a henna tattoo.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a henna tattoo, so what are you even worried about?
I just became very aware that I'd been rambling about stars for about 5 minutes and thought, yeah, I should probably just wrap this up and pass on to the next feature.
Well, did you have a nice time in Portugal with your...
Yeah, no, actually, I did have a lovely time in Portugal. I swam in the sea. It was a bit of a nightmare because my girlfriend likes doing things and I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sit on the beach and read a book.
That's enough, thank you. Next feature.
Well, this week I thought I'd do my regular feature, which is things that I've learnt about scary films from the film Insidious. None of you have seen the film Insidious.
You're going to spoil
No,
another film for me,
I've
Gav?
not even seen a poster for it.
It's fucking brilliant. You haven't seen the poster for? The poster's everywhere. It's got a kid with...
Oh, yeah, I
things
saw that on
coming
a
out
bus.
of
I
his
thought it had
eyes.
been defaced. I saw it on a...
Yeah.
It looks like somebody's...
It's meant to look like that.
Yeah.
I found out today.
It's quite clever advertising.
I was researching this. But basically, you know, like how when you're watching a film and you think, I've seen this before. Have I seen this film before? I was watching this film going, I've definitely seen this film 100 times before because it just had everything that I've seen in every horror film from the last 10 years chucked into one thing. But then they've done it more. So it's like the film
Was
is
Chucky in it?
No, but there is a child that looks exactly like him with the exact same haircut in
Oh,
it.
sweet.
Like, it's mental. So they've gone like, right, what do people like to see in horror films? Okay, double A. We're going to put 2 of them in this. And it's like, okay, so...
Both at the same time, or do they just sell...
Has he got 4 female twins standing in a corridor filled with blood?
Some of them was like that. Basically, the film is mental. I won't even bother going into like the plots and stuff. But so all films now have to have a scary lady in there. There's always got to be a scary like old lady.
Since
She's
Ring.
really old. There you go. It's
Ring
all-
is Scary Lady Zero.
in this. There's fucking loads. There's several scary ladies in this.
All the women are ominous.
Yeah, really, like completely. Like there's one old woman that comes into it.
An
and
ominous bus.
she's the one that can sort of connect with the spirit world. She's the sort of like expert.
Women are closer to the spirit world because of, menstruation.
Can I
Is that
just...
because of the moon or something?
Yeah.
No, it
it's-
is. That's right.
that
actually.
your-
So they're attached to the moon, not physically, but spiritually.
That's why all werewolves are women.
What?
Yeah.
No, this is. They are more in tune with
You almost said this is serious.
this. I'm not
this is
joking.
serious,
Well,
Matt.
Don't joke about this.
The
Just
moon
don't-
pulls
this-
water and women have got more water in them.
Yeah.
Because the women's water breaks.
But what if you get the water holied, then the holy water, then they're not. They
That's
can,
a scam.
That's
then
a
they
scam.
can fight werewolves and vampires rather than have to be them.
By breaking
Women,
holy water on them.
if you're a woman listening to this, don't feel you have to be a werewolf. You know.
Well,
I don't think you're taking me very seriously.
I was on board with that. But in this, there's
Hang
an
on,
old
can
lady.
I just
sorry.
say that? Did you just try to do an omnibus pun
Yeah, I tried
with the word ominous?
ominusibus.
Well, it was shit.
I know it was.
And I think you thought you got away with it, but that's the reason I've been speaking for a minute is because it's been going over in my head, and I hate you for it.
Well, like, when I started saying it, I thought, oh, I'll enjoy saying this word, and then I didn't. It just felt dirty in my mouth after it had gone out.
Well, I think back to you, Cav.
Thanks.
Carry on with your feature, mate.
So she's a really weird old woman that can see into this other dimension. And then there's another old woman that looks exactly like her. And they're friends. And it happens to be the mum. Like, it's mental. So
Is the friendship based on being able to see into another
No,
dimension?
because she had something happened to the kid when he was younger. So the mum is like always looking at this photo like really weirdly, and you're like, something's not right. Yeah, you can tell she's always sort of like every time one of the people leave the room, she sort of like stares after them, sort of a little bit. It's really weird. And then there's about 50 old women ghosts in there as well.
Are they in this dimension or the one that the woman can see?
Bit of both.
Oh.
They start off in this dimension, and then they move into No, they start off in the weird dimension, and they move into this dimension.
Bloody scary women
I know.
coming over here.
Taking liberties.
into our dimension.
Also, the other dimension that they go into is just like ours, only everything darker. So
That's the shadow dimension.
yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah,
It's where the shadow cabinet actually rules the country.
yeah. So everything's just a little bit darker. It's got dark around the edges and no lights on. Then you have to walk around with a torch.
The lights don't work in the shadow dimension.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, they just put a wobbly vignette on it, and then it's just like job done.
Yeah, but also another thing is that every horror film has to have is little kids who look really, really creepy.
Yeah, that's pretty standard.
This one's got two. This one's got two creepy little kids, and one of them sort of half dies and goes through a coma really early on.
Well, The Shining had two.
The Shining, I was going to say, The Shining is a classic of two creepy girls.
But those are twins. These are separate. These are separate creepy kids.
independent
They're not-
points in time and
Yeah,
creep.
there's about 3 years in between them, in between having of the children.
What?
Also, every scary film has to be from the makers of Saw, which I've noticed that every poster that I've seen for a horror film says from the makers of Saw.
Yeah.
You see, I've never seen a Saw film. Right?
Really?
80% of films in the box office currently
Yeah.
are from the makers of Saw.
Yeah.
Or Shrek.
How many people
even-
made it?
It even says no, but it's like from the man who brought the tea on Saw.
Yeah.
Now he's a director of film.
I was going to say, from some of the team that bought you American Pie. Where the dolly grip.
Yeah. Hello.
Did some of the makeup. How are you doing?
Another thing that I've noticed, and this is what the film was about, is they move house. They always move in houses in horror films. Like, they always
Well, that's-
go into a new
Yeah,
house.
just
They
moved
move
in.
twice in this film. Seriously,
Oh.
halfway through the film, they go to another house.
Keep moving into increasingly haunted houses.
Because like she starts seeing all this shit going on. This kid goes into a coma basically, and then she starts seeing all this like ghost shit happening. So she says, "Look, I think there's something wrong with this house. We need to move." They move.
Let's move into that see-through house over the road.
So they go to another house. It doesn't say how far away it is from this house, but I mean, they go to this house. She thinks everything's gonna be fine. For the first day, she's like da, 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 walking around. All of a sudden, it starts happening again. Can you just imagine being that guy coming home, and be like, "We gotta move again." Yeah. This is haunted.
I
as
just
well.
like the idea of deciding you're going to move house when you're in a haunted house and just going to the estate agent and having a look around. And so, what sort of place are you looking for? Just somewhere a little bit less haunted, really. To be honest,
I got just one. I got just one.
Well,
just one.
we've got somewhere more haunted.
Did you say less or more? No, I said less. More? No, I definitely said less. I like definitely. Yeah. Okay, I got the perfect one. It's got a top of the hill, so there's bats around it. You're right. Yeah. I'll meet you there with the keys.
He'll get a great steal on that. He'll be like, turn to his boss and go, "I totally just shifted a well-haunted house to someone who's already living in a quite a haunted house."
But also, both houses they moved to are very similar. Like, I don't know if it's sort of a British thing that they're moving to American houses. And I was like, it looks like they moved back into the same house. That's not right. That's not what they want to do, is
They
it?
should have just mirrored all the footage, so it looks like a completely different house.
Well, then, at the
Oh, all my facial features have swapped. Damn that ghost.
bloody ghost. But then at the end of the film, they're in the new house, and then in his sort of dreams, they go into the old house. I thought they were in the same house. I was really confused by the property in this film.
And that's what
Had
happens.
the walls painted a different colour at least, just to differentiate.
yeah, it just looked exactly the same. It looked exactly the same.
Well, you've really recommended this film. House. I was gonna say house. I'll buy it.
Basically, Insidious is every horror film you've ever seen doubled. So if you like that, then
You see, that's the
you'll
sort of
like the
shit
film.
they probably put on the underground posters, you know?
Well, yeah.
The underground posters I've seen for it have all been animated. And whenever I see animated posters, I go, it's like Children of Men. It's all happening.
Oh, God.
What?
I need to get someone pregnant.
Hang on, animated posters?
Yeah.
Yeah, like big TV screens.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
They're not big. They're like little ones. Like, as you go up the... Up
Oh, yeah, you
as go
get
up
those
the-
ones, but you get like the full
Sorry, I
sizes
just
in
sounded
the
like I just
corridors.
arrived from Nottingham then. And I was like, what?
Animated posters.
I won't hear of this.
But they're
Moving
at-
around like a
They're
big
at the point
shit.
now where it's like the number of pixels on them and the correct manner of backlighting makes them look like they might not be TV screens. They look like they might just be posters. And then
I've seen one with
then they start
and they
dancing around and you go,
move,
oh,
yeah.
look, it's, Children of Men.
Get tricked, yeah.
There's one with a cat that jumps up the escalators.
I found lately it's not a moving one. It doesn't
Is it
count.
Go Cat?
Might be.
the cat food.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's my favourite brand of cat food because it's called Go Cat. It's
Go
just
Cat.
really
How
pro.
can you have a favourite brand of cat food? You don't have a cat.
It's got such a delightful name.
Yeah, but you don't have a cat. You don't buy it.
I can enjoy the phrase "Go Cat."
You can. I can't take that away.
I walk down the aisles of the pet food aisle going, oh, imagine if I had a dog. I'd be buying dog food.
There's this advert up at the moment. It's a static one, a picture of a woman like for shoes or something running, but she's sort of like tying up her shoelaces whilst bending over.
And all the balls.
Well, no, this is funny, right? Because you go all the balls, right?
Yeah.
And my girlfriend goes, oh yeah, with all the balls on the street. I just spent about a month looking at that. I didn't know what it was selling. I didn't know what it was for. I just looked at her bottom. And I wasn't able to transgress past that. And I felt like that was like advertising aimed at males gone wrong, because I'm not able to even know what it's about. I just see the bottom.
It's for those
balls,
shoes.
Steve.
Those shoes that my eyes are immediately attracted to the balls.
But no, it's just funny, because she was like, oh, is that the one with their balls on the street? And I said, no, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's just
With her balls on the street.
Dragging her wormy arse down the hill.
just because I hadn't paid any attention to it. It's just a fantastic bottom.
Well, it's my feature then now, is it?
Yes.
Well, mine feature is a creepy... Is it creepy? Not really.
Creepy?
It's an intriguing whodunit. And rather than explain to you the premise of the whodunit, I will pass you all the script, and we shall read frompt. And maybe we can get to the bottom of this sticky mystery.
I hope
Sticky. Or should he say Bicky?
Bicky mystery.
Does it involve biscuits?
Spoiler alert, Steve.
Oh, fucking spoilers.
It's in the
First
first
the
fucking
monkey,
line.
now the biscuit.
Good evening. I've gathered you here today because someone has given my mum a biscuit. My mum is not allowed biscuits. Which one of you cunts put a biscuit in her?
Well, I haven't got any biscuits on me, you colossal cunthord.
Cunt-thord is actually pronounced cunt-horde.
No, I want-
It's a hoard of cunts that
No,
you keep
I
in a
wanted to
treasure
say-
chest.
but I wanted
That
to
was
say
the original
thord.
pronunciation of it,
Yeah.
but it's become
It's
such
evolved,
part
yeah.
of the vernacular that it's pronounced
Cunthord.
Cunthord.
I wanted
now?
to say
It's
cunthord.
like Thorpe Park.
Cunthord. Sounds like it could be your name. Besides, what would be my motive?
You like watching fat birds eat, Gav. You said it sends you cockwappy.
Yes, but that's just a motive, innit? You need means too, and I don't have no biscuits, so dick yourself in the heart, you skunk-titted sort of pissgrass.
Oi, Steve, you opaque bottle of shit. You've got biscuits, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got biscuits. Want to make a thing of it?
Hey, did you give my mum a biscuit, you noisy wet spunk fart?
Shit out of baby dick scooter balls. I couldn't have done it because I've been stuck in this cobweb all day.
But Steve, you lying bag of Jew beaks, I thought your torso was coasted in a... Shall I say that again?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a very challenging line.
Could you just say Jubix again as well?
Yeah, I know, this doesn't bode well after me saying yids earlier, does it? I am very pro-Jew. I have done it with a Jew and he was nice. But Steve, you lying bag of Jew beaks, I thought your torso was coated in a fragrant sweet oil that allowed you to slip free of such an arachnid snares.
Yeah, well, it would be, but your fat mum licked it off.
Yeah, she did, and she sounded like this.
I'm a big fat woman.
What about you, Mad Lees? Sitting there in your wet pajamas like shit wouldn't tumble down your chest. Look at you morbid flap of Jeff. Do you give Log's mum a fucking biscuit when she's on a diet?
You have been in and out of my mum's field all day, Matt. What is the meaning of this?
That's because I wanted to sniff her trumps. Great big lungfuls of your mum's shit air. That's what I like. It's what defines me. If there's one thing... Sorry. If there's one thing I, Matt Lees, want to be remembered for, and if there's any audio clip that needs isolating and playing at my funeral while my corpse is swung out around wires like Peter Pan, it is this. I hunger for the acrid tang of Log's mum's farts in my mouth.
Well, you didn't say it very well, but thank you for being honest, Matt. You are a true friend.
I know. Let's reach into the pot of clues and see if we can make sense of this mystery once and for all.
Look, a pot of clues. Who wants to take the first clue?
Okay, well, I'll have a go in the pot of clues.
I bet you will.
Sorry, I kind of lost it there. It's what defines.
That clue's been scribbled out.
There you go. You have to shuffle the clues in a professional mystery.
Okay.
Was that What'll I do when you are far away and
Okay.
I am blue? What'll I do?
That's a talent. Right.
This is.
Steve was looking at me with such fucking disgust. Oh!
I'm not sure if this is a clue that should be shared with them because the perp mustn't know that I know this.
Looking at me.
Well, let me just say that the person to my right has got lipstick on his balls. The person to my right is Log.
It's best to translate that. Apparently, I've got lipstick on my balls. Anyone could have picked that.
Okay, I'll go.
So, how are we going to reconcile that with the facts?
What, the fact that a random person has been implicated?
Yes.
Well, is that an implication? I mean, do you have to kiss someone's balls in order to get a biscuit?
Hang on, does the fiction dictate that now that person actually has lipstick on their balls?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
That is a clue.
right.
If clues are false, they are naught but a red herring.
At the moment, it's not conclusive. But what's your clue?
It was Steve. Steve done it.
Well, let's see.
Wow.
Let's see how the other clues. Oh, that was
How come I've done it and you've got lipstick on your balls?
supposed to be the last clue.
Really?
Oh no!
It was a fake shuffle, but you've been rummaging through my clues.
I just picked it up off a thing.
Oh, never
Well,
mind.
let's see.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Let's see what the.
Let's do it again. We can't. You can't put a clue cat back in the bag, Gavin. That sort of fact hangs there.
You can't.
This is how real law works. Then I can't understand how that Amanda Knox bird got off. This is how she got off. It's like it wasn't me. I wrote it on a bit of paper. So.
Yeah, got something on the clue pot.
What's up?
This clue was slightly more subtle. There is a phial of sweet-smelling oils in Steve's pocket.
Ooh, a file.
Yes.
File.
You remember, I'm not sure if it was clear, but you are stuck in a
I
cobweb,
was stuck in a cobweb, but
and your body is normally coated in sweet-smelling oils.
which allows me to slip from the sticky grasp of such web.
of an arachnid snare.
Oh, of course.
If I have this,
But your fat mum licked it off,
yeah.
and you kissed Log's balls, and then,
So-
whilst he was distracted,
The web was the perfect alibi.
absolutely, whilst you were distracted, you
The
distracted
biscuits?
Log by kissing his balls while stealing a biscuit from behind his back.
If it's stealing the biscuit, maybe from my balls, which is where my mother usually nibbles from them.
Of course.
According,
It all makes
so much
Yes,
sense.
All falling into place.
That makes sense.
Fuck you, Agatha Christie. We got this one nailed on our own.
What's the final clue?
Final clue is massively scribbled out.
It's on the other side. That's why.
Okay. I can't like
That's a
that
really
one.
good one, though. Yeah, we'll do a director's cut.
The final clue is Log's mum has got a massive wide on and it's all hanging out.
I've seen it.
The final piece of the jig board.
What's
Jigsaw board snicks into place.
The original clue is better. Log's mum is trying to get out of her paddock and kiss Gab. She's got a massive wide on.
I kind of wrote that, and then I fell in love with the phrase "wide on," and I wanted to make it.
Why
Yeah,
don't-
there's
I
another
think-
clue that you didn't work. Just got the word wide on, wide on, wide on, wide on, wide on, wide on.
Why don't you?
That was I think that was not
Chew a wide on.
Wasn't me. I had a wide on. Well, that was dramatic. I didn't expect it to be Steve. I'm pretty, shocked.
Wow.
And all that.
Well, obviously, I'm offended. What came out was you're my true friend, Matt, because you're honest, and Steve is a liar who hangs around in cobwebs for the purposes of deceit.
Did I
and
lie in
Gav,
the script?
largely irrelevant.
Did I ever say I didn't do it?
I gave your mum a wide on. What the fuck?
You're looking through the script saying, did I ever say I didn't do it?
No. Look, I never denied giving your mum a biscuit.
You're fucking O.J. Simpson, right?
I didn't.
here.
I never said it.
I never said I didn't murder them.
You said I was a liar. Look,
You said I couldn't have done it because I've been stuck in this cobweb all day.
Oh, yeah, you
you were
fucking
in a
liar.
cobweb.
You fucking spidery liar.
Halfway through that, I
Not
started
only that,
reading.
you told me to shit out a baby dick.
Spin your
Yeah.
silk web out of this, you big bender.
Halfway through that, I started reading through the clues again, reading through the script, and then I forgot that it wasn't real. I was like, oh shit, no, it's not real. It's not real.
You forgot that it was hastily written in the 10 minutes before we sat down here.
That's a genuine thing that happened. I was like, oh shit, oh no, wait, it's not real.
It's not real.
Is it?
Final feature.
Now it is time for the final feature. It is time for the next regular feature.
And now it's time for Steve's regular feature. Steve tells a story about a time he saw a woman in M&S who didn't accept a convenient discount from the cashier.
Oh, I like what you've done here.
How does that work?
Well, I was in M&S, Marks and
Right. I
Spencer's.
was in M&S, right, guys, right. You got it right.
No way. Don't know if you've heard of this place.
I was
Roll up your jeans, here we go.
buying my beef and Chianti ragu ready meal.
It's not bad, that. I tried it for the first time.
It's quite nice. They don't package the pasta
That's
very well.
a real thing. It's not something you made up deliberately to sound like a prick.
No, it's a real thing, yeah.
Wow. Cool. Well done.
They do package it well. They package it carefully.
No, they don't.
Maybe after this we'll start getting sponsored.
What do
by
you mean
Marks
they
and
don't?
Well, some of the pasta isn't underneath the sauce, so when you put it in the microwave, it crisps up, and it's a bit.
No, yeah,
So
I
you gotta be-
empathise
That's
with
what stirring halfway through is about.
that. Yeah, that's...
Well, it's not part of the instructions, and I'm not going to go.
No, but it's
off,
part of
go
fucking
off
common
the-
sense, Steve. Jesus.
Jesus.
It's part of being a human being, mate. Maybe you should try it sometime.
I'm not going to go off-piste with the ready meal.
They know what they're doing.
I'm not improvising with this. Jesus.
You don't need to open it, though. You do the old shake. You pretend it's a pancake in a plastic
It doesn't say
dish.
shake in the instructions.
Now, man, you don't even read microwave meal instructions anymore. You just put it in for 3 minutes, then you eat it.
It's like jazz.
These things are prepared by actual chefs.
No, they're not.
They're prepared by robots.
They're not prepared by robots.
They are.
They're prepared by humans.
Prepared and
not.
packaged by robots.
They're like the chef makes the recipe and designs what the robots do, and then a robot does it.
You think there's chefs in a big warehouse going, let's make this for Steve and put it in this nice little
Well,
plastic
obviously he
container."
doesn't know my name.
And plants a little kiss onto the lid.
Puts a little note inside and sends him a text. Guess what I just did?
Saying that they're not making this shit up.
It's like as if he knows
They don't
everything
go-
else about you. Like he's a young professional in Marylebone. This nice little plastic dish of him.
They don't just go 4 minutes, I guess, on an 800-watt oven, or
bollocks. It's all bollocks.
3.5 minutes on it. They don't just pluck it out of the air, do they?
I
Well,
do
think they
agree with
do.
you. They obviously don't pluck it out of the air, but I've never had a microwave in front of me. There's the exact same thing. It's always sort of right. This one's for 700, 800. My
And yours is like
microwave is
817 watts.
850
Yeah,
watts.
you never have a microwave that is the wattage it says. It's
Yeah.
like 850. Like mine's about 7.
I once used a microwave that was 1,000
Hang on,
watts.
are we using the different wattage of microwaves to excuse imprecision
Yes.
Yes.
in instructions like whether you have to stir it around after 2
Well,
minutes?
no, that's a good point.
Well, no,
We've gone off
yeah.
piste.
Fucking hell! I'm bored by myself! This whole thing!
So this woman,
Can't believe how bored I am!
it gets more interesting.
He's actually exploded. He's actually exploded.
Jesus, stop talking about microwaves. Carry on, Steve.
So M&S have a meal deal where if you buy a drink, some crisps, and a sandwich, you get it at £1.50.
£4.50.
£4.50? That makes more sense.
Yeah, fucking hell.
So anyway, she
Oh,
she
one or
got-
£4.50? I need to know.
It's four. It's
£4.50.
Marks and Spencer's, not fucking Aldi.
Okay, let's go.
So she saunters up to the cashier, sandwich in hand,
Right.
drink in the other,
Right.
goes, cashes it up, and the cashier says to her, you know, if you just grab a packet of crisps, this is going to cost you 60 pence less.
Yeah.
And she was all like, no, I'm fine. And he's a little bit taken aback by this, because this is...
Yeah.
Not only
Idiotic.
is she getting a packet of crisps,
Yeah.
but she's also effectively been given 60 pence.
Yeah.
So this is free money and crisps, whether you want them or not. And she said, I don't want any crisps.
The only time that's acceptable is when they do it with bottles of water and newspapers. If you fundamentally disagree with the politics of the newspaper, they'll be like, oh, if you get Daily Mail, then a bottle of water's like cheaper. And you're like, no, fuck you.
But then you could recycle the newspaper.
Well, you could do, but still, you're adding to the circulation. So,
Or you could give it to someone who was going to buy it.
But I used to have this problem all the time. When I
Just
went
to
to- when I
stand
went-
outside the You're gonna buy a newspaper? You're gonna buy a newspaper? You're gonna buy a newspaper? It's like one of those things when you go to someone, when you got like a day travel card and you try to give it to someone at a thing going, oh, I'm not gonna use this for the rest of the day. Do you like take it? I tried doing it to a girl the other day. She was like, no. She was buying the ticket machine. I was like, well, no, don't put any money on things. It's a 7-day travel card, all zones. Fucking hell.
No,
you can
it's
go
all
anywhere you
zones.
want, love. You can go anywhere you want, literally.
I'm giving you the gift of freedom,
Exactly.
my love. And then look at me like I am some tramp with a shit-smeared, battered piece of paper that's been in my arse pocket all day.
I mean, there was a lot of shit on the paper, admittedly, but she just wouldn't take it. And then, but a guy overheard me go, I wouldn't leave it. I was like, no. I'm trying to explain it again. She was like, no, I'm fine. No, just take it. And then the guy over here went, oh, fucking hell, man. I was like, and he was drunk. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there you go, mate. And he went, thanks, man. Shook my hand, give me a hug.
No, that's the way life
Did he
should
pick
be.
you up and then turn a full 360,
I
then put
wish.
you down again?
And we did like a slow motion high five. Looks like we made it.
But
No, that doesn't happen in Brixton.
I
a lot.
sympathise with you because I used to work in Blockbuster, had that all the time. It'd be like you get a Haagen-Dazs tub, it'd be like £4.70, and every now and then we'd have a 2 for £5 deal, and they'd be like, "Oh, I just want this, please." And I go, "Yeah, you can get another tub of Haagen-Dazs for 30p."
See, that's the thing. That's different.
That is
Because
different.
That's 30 pence more, and
£30 more, yeah.
I wouldn't want 2 tubs.
Yeah.
I feel a bit guilty having 1 tub.
And yet you would thrust a bag of crisps on a woman who didn't want them?
No.
but she was saving money.
She could give them
Crisps
to a tramp.
and money.
She could double up. She could save money and then give them to a tramp. That would
She
be like
could-
awesome. She'd be a
literally,
great person.
That'd be cool if she walked out the shop, saw a tramp,
Yeah.
slung him the bag
Fucking
of crisps, and
ice
then winked at
Little
him.
wink.
So, tonight you dine, mister.
It'd be even better if you walked to a tram and give him a tub of Haagen-Dazs going, there you go, son. I understand.
That'll be 30 pence,
I know it's
please.
30.
Not a spoon with it. I want
30p for a
this.
full fucking size one. People kept saying no. I just clicked
No,
an
that's
archive.
the-
I
that-
put 30p in the till. I had an archive of Haagen-Dazs.
But that's how they
It was
get
amazing.
you 30 pence.
I had all of them.
I like the idea that you had an archive rather than a hoard. An archive that you labelled.
And Indiana Jones was traipsing around.
I had to label them all, otherwise someone else would sell them. Anyway, carry on.
That's effectively the end of my story
Really?
about the
that's
about the
good.
woman who wouldn't accept.
I thought you
So
were going
the
to
thing-
write. You write a letter of
so
complaint
the-
or something.
I said that's the end of my story. Now we're going to write a letter of complaint.
Oh right. Oh god, I've broken the fourth wall.
So hand me a piece of paper.
Are we going to do it one sentence at a time?
Yes.
Like one of those things.
Clockwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be.
Does anyone have a pen?
This is a great idea. It's like those foldy bits of paper where you
Yeah.
have the people and
Yeah.
you draw the weird aliens.
Okay, I'll do the first line. It's Dear Mouse and Spencer's. Look,
Hang on. Why are we writing to Marks and Spencer's when we're complaining about a woman being thick?
We'll work that one out, I guess.
They should know that Mark Spencer should be more insistent.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's-
Yes, we want this to have to be more stubborn.
It's called selling up.
Do we have to write it out now? Will that not take ages?
No.
this is going to we're going to send this written on the back of half half a mystery script. Who done it?
I think it's important that we mime it just for the sake of that
I-
we buy into it. Like they used to dress up for a radio
Yes,
drama.
you might notice I start writing really quickly after this second line. And merely making scribbling sounds into the microphone.
Yeah, Gav can do the scribbling noises. It's fine. We've got it covered. Right, well, so we've got.
So we got Dear Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah.
Your handwriting's awful.
Well, I was writing really quickly because that was genuine on that first one.
Okay.
Log.
Is that a line?
I
Is that
am
a
not
line?
clockwise. Okay, I'll go. For it. I'll go anyway.
I like that as a first line.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, this is
Okay, I'm using
not
that.
clockwise.
I am not.
Yeah, Dear Marcus Spencer's I am not clockwise. It's the sort of thing that does get you sectioned, I think.
It's like no, I like that. I am not clockwise.
It's a great catchphrase. I think Log should have that.
Matt.
What are you if you're not If you're not clockwise, don't say unclockwise
Unclockwise.
or anti-clockwise.
However,
Anti-clockwise is right.
However,
Yeah, that's good.
yesterday's events have rotated me to an extent that I'm unable to understand otherwise.
Good. You're getting to the crux of the problem,
Absolutely.
right?
I've been spun around in a clockwise direction.
Gav,
The lady didn't want the crisps, but I watched. What? I watched with some disgust as your foolish man at the tills refused to tell her about the wide selection of crisps that are available.
Oh man,
What's up with that?
We webbed out this amazing.
In my experience, there is a crisp for everyone.
hold on.
And if your salespeople,
Leave him. Leave him. He's passionate. Let him have this
What,
one.
we had a clockwise system going
Here we
on
go.
here.
Here we fucking go.
oh, but it leapt. He said the secret.
It's like
word.
sliders.
Okay. I'm sorry, I stepped out of turn. Steve, you go.
I couldn't find the address of the lady involved, so I thought I would write to you instead. Please continue, Gav. You don't have to keep making those noises, Gav.
Really?
I think we'll be all right without them.
It's really satisfying.
too many people are allowed to be stupid, and I think you have been complicit in the dumbing down of us as a nation.
Good. 'Cause they've got some responsibility.
Yeah, they
haven't
have.
Maybe she doesn't want crisps, but that doesn't mean that she shouldn't have them. You should be forcing people to eat potatoes.
Good. That's an ultimatum.
It is. I think I just want to get that out there, because I think that we have to set our agenda quite clearly on this air.
Can I borrow 60p? Here's my bank account details. You are up 60p at the moment, so I feel like I'm owed this because I know what's really going on.
I think it does need that sound effect, to be honest.
That made it.
You could have just like given her the discounted price and kept the crisps.
Yeah, you see, that's what I used to do with the Haagen-Dazs. I used to just be like, all right, don't worry about it. And then just be like, put it through to 30p in the till. Fucking ice cream time.
But then, how many did you buy?
So many.
Then by the end of you spent your entire shift.
The wonderful thing
on
was,
Haagen-Dazs.
I ended
you don't
up,
even fucking
I
want.
ended up with like 15 tubs, because we had a freezer, obviously, because that's what we kept. So we
The
had a
thing is,
freezer in the back.
when they do these deals, they factor in the number of people who won't go for the deal.
Yeah.
And you're massively distorting that.
No, because it was great, because it was all based on like targets and stuff as well. So it was a win-win for me. It meant I got about 10...
Hang on.
Were you
What
supposed
do you
to
mean?
upsell
It was
this?
all based on targets and stuff.
Yeah, well, what I mean is, I sold
Such a breadhead.
10 bundles. It was great. I used to get like Christmas bonus and stuff, because they go,
So not only were you scamming,
You weighed 20
this
stone
deal,
at the time.
I wasn't scamming
but you were
the
making
deal.
money off it as well.
yeah.
Wait a minute, man. Aren't you lactose intolerant? What were you doing with that ice cream?
I wasn't, no. I might be now. I still
Kicking
don't know.
into the street. Ah!
I just ate
I
loads of it.
don't think you can become lactose intolerant through eating dairy foods and
I don't
ice
know.
cream.
Anyway, all I know is
You're thinking
I
of diabetes,
I got
which you probably also have.
I might do. I got 10 tubs of Haagen-Dazs, right, for £3.
I know an interesting fact about Haagen-Dazs.
And then I got, like, rewarded, because my boss at the end of the month said, oh, well done, you've broken the records for selling sandals.
Fucking records.
Guinness are coming around later.
It's a piece of piss. If people don't want the bundle and you've only got to put 9p in to have a free bag of popcorn or something, or you've got to put in, like, 30p to have Haagen-Dazs, I was like, well, fuck it, I'll have it. Add it to the archive.
I don't get it. The archive. Stop calling it an archive. An archive of ice cream. Why not?
Having an archive of ice cream is exciting.
Unless it's well
not your
refrigerated, that archive's
G-Man.
not going to last very long.
It was in a freezer. You can't get any more
Just
well
call it a
refrigerated.
fucking freezer then!
Doesn't sound as good. If you tell someone I've got 10 tubs of ice cream in the freezer, they just think you're a fucking idiot. An archive of ice cream sounds interesting.
I'm going to demonstrate why I'm a good listener and a great person to hang
Here we
around,
go.
because Steve recently said he knows
I
a great
know, I'm
fact
sorry.
about ice cream.
I got this, yeah.
Now I want to turn attention back to Steve and say, what is that? What is it you know?
It's been built up, Steve.
Haagen-Dazs, right? What do you think that means? What is Haagen-Dazs?
Have ice cream.
Words. What is?
Means
Have you?
It's not
crotchety
someone's.
old witch.
It's,
I used to think
you
it was-
shouldn't Hagen das ice cream.
Nice.
Stop Haagen-Dazs. Like hogging the ice cream.
Das,
Haagen-Dazs.
German
Okay.
for the.
You having this?
Yeah.
Apparently, it means
Haagen-Dazs?
nothing. It's not a person's name. It's not actually. It's an American company, and it's just a vaguely Scandinavian sounding pair of words. They just stuck together.
That's bullshit.
It's not bullshit. It's true.
No, but I don't mean it not. It's definitely true.
And that's mean
Believe
of
you.
them.
Why don't-
I just think it's bullshit that they've done that.
It's like what they did with Budweiser, and they tried to sue the town of Budweiser for having that name. No.
Did they?
Then they brought out their
There
own
was an
one.
argument because Budweiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they brought out their own one.
It's not interesting enough for me to go into detail.
Bigger.
fair
That's
enough.
my
better.
way of not
No,
avoiding knowing things.
Should we type the letter?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go into detail.
Well,
about
didn't we
it, but-
type that?
I won't bore you with the details. Clearly.
I mean, do we have to do the whole "yours sincerely" thing? Do we have to do that? I mean, they've been dicks. I mean, they're not giving this woman crisps, and they
Well-
should be. They fucking should be.
Are we getting their 60 pence? Or?
Well, you put this.
Hang on,
You've put
perhaps
it into
that's
a
the
letter.
solution. Ring through. Have a bag of crisps next to the till that you can ring through at any time, and if they turn them down, scan it through. They get the savings, and then when they leave, chuck it after them and say, "Here, have them, you fat bitch."
No, they
I
should
like
put.
it.
They should just have loads of pennies and have like piles of 30 pennies just to go. You fucking idiot!
Oh, I just realised something nice.
I'm going to spend it on drugs and chuck it at a tram.
But no, I thought one of the things I did do that was quite nice, actually, that replaced all of my hoarding ice cream, was I used to, because you just, in that way, you scan something through twice. We used to have these little codes where you could give money to charity sometimes, and we'd ask people, like, oh, well, you know, would you like to give...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Would you like to give 10p to charity in addition to that? And then occasionally you get people coming to the store who are complete cunts. And it's funny, because now, like, I haven't worked for Blockbuster for about 10 years, so there's fuck all they can do about me saying this.
No one works for Blockbuster
I used to just
anymore, do
steal... No, they don't, of course, it's fuck. But I used to just nick money from people if they were dicks, right? So if somebody came in and they
Hang on
already
a
had,
minute.
like... What?
That people given to charity.
Yeah.
What?
No. No. No.
Yes, I'd love to give 10p to charity. And you go,
Yeah, fuck
thanks,
off.
sucker. Straight in the Haagen-Dazs fund. That's a third of a tub for me.
The archive is getting big.
No. I didn't steal from the charity.
This is going to be the definitive archive of Haagen-Dazs.
I'm such a dick. But no, I used to just be like, well, you're a dick. And so there was some people who'd come in and they'd be like, I want to buy these 10 DVD videos. And I'm like, fucking hell. All right, well, that's like 70 quid, which is way too much for DVDs, but you're an idiot for being here. And then I'd be like, would you like to give 10 pence to a charity? It's like to do with children and giving them dreams and stuff when they got cancer and that. And they'd be like, nope, I don't care about that. I'm too busy getting back in my Lamborghini. And I'd just go, oh, sorry, there's actually a £15 fine on this account from some DVDs you didn't bring back. And I just, whenever someone appeared to be a massively rich cunt, I would fabricate fines. And I'd just give all the money to charity. So I was like some fucking terrible...
Wow.
Do they go for that?
Yep.
I'm pretty in control of my fines, and I know who
Well,
I
no, but
owe
these
money
guys,
to.
it's hard to describe because I'm from quite an affluent little area of Cheshire, and it's hard to describe some of these people. When I say rich cunts, it's like clearly like way too much money. And so you just go, oh yeah, you didn't bring something back for 4 days, and they just go, whatever, put it on the card.
Really?
And it's just like, well, fuck you then. I'm going to give all your money to charity.
Just
without
like
your
Robin Hood when
consent.
he worked in Blockbuster.
Yeah, that's what I like to think. You know, I might have just spent all my time going out and getting high in a car park and eating Haagen-Dazs, but I did some good back then as well. You know.
That's actually beautiful.
That's still theft.
Yes, it is. And I hope that nobody who works for the police is listening to this.
You mean a policeman?
Not a secretary who just can't keep her mouth shut.
My name is Gavin Murphy, and I've just anyway. But yeah, is that the end of the letter, or have we done?
Well, I'll finish it myself then, shall I?
Okay,
After
sorry.
the podcast is done, then we'll send it off to M&S.
Well, I mean, we can.
I think Gav's added the stupid thing about them sending us 60 pence. That's never going to happen. So now they're not going to take it seriously at all.
Can
Well,
I have
tell
the
them to put it in
60 pence that she failed to say?
Tell them,
Not only that, but borrow 60 pence.
tell them to buy 2 tubs of Haagen-Dazs with it from Blockbuster.
Yeah,
then.
I mean, I don't
Or do
wanna-
something with it. Or put it in the charity. That's a different shop.
I don't want to rub it in after making you read out a letter about how much of a disappointment you've been, Gavin. But I think that was pretty disappointing. You know, I mean, we had a really solid argument there. I think we probably would have got a reply from Mr. Marks or Mrs. Spencer.
But we've got to
But-
send it like that now.
But we got
already
we've done
written
it.
down.
Well, we've written it down. So thanks for that.
Ruiner. You fucking ruiner.
I'll ruin it. I'll ruin fucking any letter. Give me a
do
letter.
this.
I can ruin it. I'll ruin it. I'll ruin it all day long. Fuck
Dear-
that shit.
Okay, I'm going to start a letter. You've got to ruin it. Dear the Pope, I really liked it when you did that service.
Jizz off, co.
Oh, my letter to the Pope.
Now you got to send that.
Oh, sealed with a kiss.
What we'll do is
See you soon.
I'll type this up in letter format and we'll post it on the blog. Okay, I think that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for listening.
See you in the week.
That's it. Bye.
Thanks.
It's what defines me. If there's one thing I, Matt Lees, want to be remembered for, and if there's any audio clip that needs isolating and playing at my funeral while my corpse is swung around on wires like Peter Pan. It's a long line, isn't it?
I have a mystery script. Who done it?
I think it's important that we...
Who done it?
I think it's important that we...
Who done it?
I think it's important that we mime it just
Who?
for the sake of... The mime it just
Who?
for the sake of...
Yeah.
We buy into it like... We buy into it like...